Cheers.
How many pictures are on Yelp? You pull up all these pictures and you're like, oh, that's the dessert you're eating? All right, Michelle. That's the candle? Okay, that's the same candle. I know where that.
45 minutes to an hour.
45 minutes to an hour. Wait, can you run that long? No offense.
That's how I got married, dog. You know, my first date, bro.
Was that what you did?
Yeah, my first date with her.
And look at.
I think a guy's more comfortable being alone than a girl, but I mean that's a whole nother
You think so? First and foremost, I want to thank everybody for listening. Welcome to the Men Don't Know Podcast. I'm the man of many friends, your host and creator, Chris Boone. And on the podcast, we talk with a bunch of guys and we ask a bunch of women questions over wine and cocktails. Whether you're listening to it on Google Play, iHeartRadio, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, SoundCloud, or Pandora, you downloaded that Men Don't Know Podcast app. I cannot thank y'all enough. Merch store is open as always, but hit me up on Instagram at Men Don't Know, Twitter at Men Don't Know 1. Shoot me an email, chris@mendontknow.com, or hop on the mendontknow.com website and shoot me a message. Coy, my guy.
What up?
Not much. How you living?
What's going on?
Chilling. You good? You locked in? You good?
Great.
All right. So, question of the day. Figured let's start out with us first. And I've always wondered this, but I want to get your opinion first. While you're in the relationship, you know, things get tricky, things get hectic, kids come into play, just longer days at work, trying to build for a future. You guys are building for an empire together, just friends, family, yada, yada, yada. My question to you is, how do you fit in those, and where do you fit in those, and how long and what should be playing in those days of date night, staycation? When I say staycation, I'm talking about maybe a one-night stay somewhere, overnight stay somewhere, and a weekend getaway.
I think you just got to make an effort and say, don't just wait for an opportunity where you're free. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Just be like, pick a date on the calendar. Mm-hmm. I mean, you could work around it. Hey, maybe they're out of school this time. Maybe they're away at camp or whatever. Yeah. Also depends how many kids you have.
100%.
But you could say, hey, on this date, we're going to get away.
Yeah.
We're going to do it.
Let me
find
ask
a babysitter.
Let me ask you this. Date night. I feel like date night's the simplest one.
It's simple.
I feel like date night, I don't want to say you can get anybody, but I want to say that you have somebody that's, say you have kids, somebody that's been around your kids long enough that you trust them. That's like, hey, bro, I need 3 hours.
Yeah,
I need 3 hours from you.
Couple hours, you just need to unwind for a little bit.
I need to take her out for a couple.
And I don't think that's not a hard ask.
Yeah,
you know, if you got especially family and friends 100%, around,
100%.
I don't think, obviously, if they're your friends and family, they shouldn't have any problem. Doing it as long as there's a good heads up about it.
Hey,
weeks from
I'm
now.
trying to surprise her 2 weeks from now.
Yeah.
3 weeks from now. Now let me ask you this: how many times a month should date night happen?
I think you can let's
say this. No kids.
No kids.
Yeah, no kids.
You guys can go out once a week or the weekend or whatever.
Okay.
You know?
See, that's what I'm.
What else are you gonna do?
I don't know, bro. But sometimes people play like my career, this, that, and the third, school. I get you have all those things, but you gotta still. To me, I feel like you gotta still remember why you're doing all that. Yeah. I feel you gotta.
If you're that busy with it, then maybe you shouldn't be in a relationship to begin with.
I didn't say that. You said that, Cord, but I'm.
Because you said no kids, which means just dating, but if you're kicking and scratching for a couple hours a week just to do a thing, then it probably means you're both busy.
Yeah.
Which there's nothing wrong with it, but don't cry about it after and say, hey, we don't spend enough time.
100%. Now let me go ahead and ante it up. Now you have kids. Mm-hmm. Date night. I like that. You said twice a month.
I think that's not out of the question.
Yeah.
That's fair.
I like that. 100%. What starts getting tricky is the staycations and the weekend aways.
Yeah.
That gets tricky.
That involves overnight stays.
100%. I said that like I said, that gets tricky. I said that gets tricky.
And if you're taking the kids, it's no longer
that's
like a date.
Not,
it's
that's
a vacation.
Not,
it's a family vacation.
That's a family vacation.
Yeah.
That doesn't count. Let me ask you this. No kids. No kids. How many times should you do a weekend getaway?
Once every 2 months, is that good?
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Yeah.
I think that's fair. I think every other month, a weekend. Let me explain something to you. First of all, weekend, depending on what you're trying to do, a weekend still can cost you $500-$600.
can. That's what I
cost
mean.
you $1,000. Like on an off night.
It depends where you go to.
Where you go, how bougie you trying to be, X, Y, and Z. But even every other month, y'all are going somewhere. That's solid to me. You know?
And you shouldn't mind the cost if you can actually get out and do it.
Exactly. Let me ask you this: the one-nighter. Just we're just gonna. I just want to get you out for the night in a different place, in a something local.
Are the kids sleeping over? Or?
No. No kids.
No kids. Oh, you could do that once a week if you really want to.
Okay. Now you have kids.
Is that not the same thing as a one night date?
No, because you coming back in the morning because it's staycation.
Okay.
Let me preface this by you have help. You have help with kids.
Yep.
You have help with the kids.
That could be like a 1 month thing.
Okay.
Once a month.
Yeah. I'm talking about, let's say you have grandparents, aunts, uncle, love the kids.
Yeah.
Anytime you need me, y'all need to get away.
I got you.
I'm here. Kids love me. Type of thing. Like, seriously.
That's the big thing is trust
help.
too, because
Trust and help is huge, bro.
imagine if you moved away for work or whatever in a city that you've never lived before, you don't have any friends or family there,
That doesn't
and you
happen.
meet a girl and you really like her, but you start a family over there, then it's like, oof, who do we
Doesn't
trust the
happen.
kids with?
No, doesn't happen.
Yeah.
That's slim to none. Doesn't happen. No offense.
Nowadays, you can't just
you have
Craigslist
to have the
babysitter.
grandparent coming down. You
can't just Craigslist a babysitter.
No, absolutely. Are you
Not today.
crazy?
Not nowadays.
Not today, not nowadays, not never a days. Yeah, nah. I mean, but like I said, you are lucky enough to be in the city of or residing area of family,
Your roots.
family, and friends that you trust, and you have in turn helped them out. And that's the thing too. If you are good and you have, I guess you could say the couples that that have kids and you've taken their kids and hey, nah, that's something you got to work out too. Say, hey, bro, go ahead, take her. I'll take, I'll take
cash in mine.
Yeah, cash in yours. I'll cash in mine, and that's how it would have to work. The guy, the people you get along with on the soccer team that you've been to all the barbecues, you've been at their house, you done seen how they live and how they treat their kids, and you've paid attention and you done Magnum PI'd situations, stuff like that. But I don't know. I feel like that's a big thing. I feel like in relationships, those are the things that are missing. A lot of times when I talk to women, I ask them what's been missing in their relationships or what has been missing in their past relationships. They always say, we got too comfortable to where we stopped going out. We stopped enjoying the time. We forgot what it was and how we felt
To feel alive again.
I don't want to say feel alive again, but I mean, like I said, you have to have some core. There's a lot of things that have to go involved to get it.
I think if you plan, no matter what your kid's situation is, I think if you plan and make an effort, you can make it happen. You can make something happen.
Hell yeah! All right, let's call Jessica.
Hello.
Hey, how we living?
Hi. Totally forgot you were calling until I saw you on caller ID.
Wow, so you see what I'm talking about? Damn.
Shut up.
I don't have a ring. Man, I'm family. Hey, Coy, no one to hold him, no one to fold him. All right, Jess.
I can't stand you guys.
I'm here with Coy. Coy, say what's up, Jess.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, Coy.
Hey, Coy. Anyways, all right, question, and the reason why I wanted to call you is because y'all motherfuckers is always out doing some shit. Now, my
You
question.
said that's like a bad thing.
No, actually, it's a really good thing, and I feel like everybody wants some pointers. Like, let me ask you this: how many times a month do you and the hubby do date night?
We usually do at least minimum 2 days a week.
Oh shit! God, that okay. I got it. All right.
Yeah.
But now let me ask you this: the date night, it could be. It's not nothing crazy expensive. It's just,
No, it could be something expensive, but it can also be something super simple. Like we just went up to Big Bear, for instance.
yeah. No, we
and,
saw that. I saw that shit. That shit was balling.
Yeah, but
Motherfucker
we
had that
left some
inflatable
stuff.
water slide. That shit look balling.
We left some stuff up there on accident, so we decided on Monday when we were back home that we were just both gonna go up after work alone, so that we could like grab something to eat or do something together on the way back, kind of like make it a thing. So, like on the way back, we just grabbed food and then we stopped and had like ice cream together because we didn't have kids. Just something simple, but alone time.
Nice.
Damn. Do you think? And let me preface this before I get into the other questions. Do you think that's what's really missing from relationships? After a while, you get into a groove that you stop doing these things.
Yeah, I think a lot of things are also communication. And I think, honestly, I think it is mostly women that have the expectations, of like things that we see online or when you have another.
Go ahead.
When you have another girlfriend that, might be in a new relationship and her man is doing this for her, or maybe she has somebody that just likes to do X, Y, and Z. So that's always what's going on. So I just think it's really important to express to the person that you're with what you might be thinking or what you want, whether it's something small or big or whatever. I feel like over the years, our communication has just gone like skyrocketed, and it's just made everything else better. There's days where I literally will call or text and I'm just like, hey, like I feel we haven't really talked today. So I'm just letting you know I kind of need some attention, and he'll be like, oh, my bad, like blah, 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 whatever. So
that's dope. But you know what? That's dope
like
right there. That's dope right there. Her saying, this is what I need from you right now. That I feel like that's dope. And him not making a fuss about it or anything is like, damn, my bad.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, nah, I got you. Like that's big. I feel like that's really big. That's
it. It is. It's I think it's like a really important thing. Like I said, I think it changed a lot of things for us. A lot of dynamics changed. Even with the going out, there's times where he's like, hey, like we've been working a lot. I want to go out and do this. And I'm like, okay, like what day works for you? Or there's times where, I know that he probably wants to do something this week and I'm exhausted, or I've done this or that. And I just tell him beforehand, like, hey, I know you wanted to do this, but just, I'm really tired. Or even if he doesn't say anything, sometimes I know I'm really out of it or I get really busy, and I'll tell him like, hey, just so you know, I have this on my whole week. This is a screenshot of my calendar of what I have going on. So if you want to plan something, let me know now. Otherwise, we're not going to do anything.
Okay,
or if I'm kind of out of it when I'm home, like this is why. And so that way he knows, kind of like a buffer before things happen. But a lot of people, I feel like they don't like to talk about those type of things. And I feel like the small dates and stuff like that, you should. But girls also have to be okay with that type of thing. Because I'm okay with my husband waking me up on a Saturday and saying, hey, you want to go to Starbucks without the kids before they wake up? And just go sit there and have a coffee? Okay. Like, I'm down for that.
Hey, that's a bar. That's dope. Because that's peace and quiet before the mayhem begins.
Exactly.
And that's very strong communication too.
Yeah. Damn. I'm okay. I'm not lying to you. I like that shit. But I mean, first of all, let's preface where y'all at in y'all relationship life, because motherfuckers think that this was overnight success.
No.
How long have y'all been together?
We've been 19 years now.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
So,
There you go. So the day shift guy don't think it happened overnight.
No, absolutely not. And I have those conversations with the girls that are younger than me too, that I'm friends with, because, of course they'll complain about their boyfriends or this or that. And they're like, oh, well, he doesn't do this. What do you do when your man does that? I'm like, my man doesn't do that. But again, I've been with my man long enough, so he knows the do's and the don'ts. And you've had those same conversations with him. When you ask him something, he's like, not answering that. I'm not stupid.
Yep. No,
Like-
don't call me. Yeah, 100%. 100%. Sometimes he was like, who dying first, me or you, family? I was like, you know what?
No, absolutely.
You're right.
It's learned behavior.
But for the people who have younger kids, is it get easier as the kids get older to sneak away? You know.
It definitely gets easier as the kids get older. I'm going through the phase right now where I'm sad because I feel like my girls are never going to be super little again. And it's getting to that point where they do things on their own together. So it's like, oh, we're having sister day. We're going to SeaWorld for the day, or we're going to go to grandma and grandpa's today. And I'm like, okay. So then I'm like, well, what are we doing? And sometimes it's sad,
it's
but I think if you can get through the earlier years, you definitely will appreciate the later years. But for people who have kids or people who work a lot, which I know a lot of people do now, and they're just extremely busy, I just feel like you really have to make a conscious effort to give what you are expecting from this person, like give it to them without them having to ask, and also before you're annoyed by the situation, because I know that's also a common thing, and that's a female thing. I have to say, we do assume that you guys know what we're thinking or what we want. Like, oh, well, you haven't taken me out all week. Like, okay, but if this person's been working and they assume you're working, they might just not think that you want to do something this week. So it's stuff like that. But when you have little kids, that's another thing. I think it's really important to take the small moments to enjoy alone time.
Yes, sir.
I like that.
Well said.
Okay, last question. Weekend getaways. How many times a year?
Oh, a year?
Yeah.
How often do you do like a weekend getaway?
Yeah, how often should you do a weekend getaway?
I think we do them at least once or twice a month.
Fucking dang, y'all motherfuckers.
But it's because it doesn't have to be anything huge. That's the other thing.
Fuck them kids.
They're at SeaWorld. I'm trying to have fun too.
She said, fuck them kids.
I can't stand you.
No, I'm just saying. No, I get it. Your kids are older, so it does make it a little bit easier. And as well, when you have help with your with the grandparents and whatnot, I feel like it does make it easier. But you are saying once or twice a month.
Yes, absolutely. And then here's the other thing, though, too, that I feel like people don't utilize, even though our kids are older. I feel like there's space and time at home, but people don't appreciate that. And I don't know if it's because everybody is so big on posting to social media, but we utilize home sometimes. So if my kids go to their grandparents for the weekend or whatnot, even if because I feel like the money thing is not an excuse for people. And I feel like sometimes people do that as well. Yeah. But if it's something where like, okay, I don't want to spend a ton of money, I'll ask my parents to take the girls for the weekend. They'll go over there and hang out and do stuff with them. And sometimes we'll stay home and literally spend like 90% of our time in our room, and we'll order in and we'll
sound fire,
smoke together, watch movies together, like play video games, like just like more chill stuff. You know what I mean? Where it's like you can still do that type of weekend away, but in your own space.
I like that. We call that a staycation. I'll take that.
Doesn't need to be in a hotel.
No, I don't need to be in a hotel. Just needs to be all together, phones off, just vibing together. Like,
and I think too, some people are scared to do nothing with someone. That's my opinion, because I see a lot of these people, and it's like when they go out, they want to go out with this other person. But is it because you don't enjoy just that person's company, so you have to be entertained and you want someone there while you're out, or is it because you actually want to do something with that person?
Or they're just not over it. Like maybe some in their 20s, we got to go out to brunch, or we have to do this, we have to do that.
Maybe, but I mean, how many people do we know that are in their 20s now?
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying.
Even then, damn, that was good. Fuck. You had all the right answers on this one. All right.
I can't stand you.
Son of a bitch, she got us. She got us. All right, I appreciate you. Tell my man I say what's up. Got to figure out something soon.
Absolutely.
All right,
All right.
later.
See
All
ya.
right, bye.
Dad, you know what? That is fucking true. I like what she said.
They can't just sit alone together.
Some people can't, bro.
I mean, sitting at home, watching movies, smoking, ordering in, that sounds fun to me.
That sounds like a vibe, boy. Vibe. All right, let's get someone. Let's get someone in the new sitch.
Hey.
Hey, how we living?
Good. How are you?
Good. I'm here with Coy. Coy, say what's up, Nina.
What's up?
Hey, Coy.
Anyways,
You're so stupid.
anyways, we are talking about date night, staycation, weekend away. Nina, we called you not new relationship, but newish. Somehow. We want to
Right.
know where you guys both have. First of all, conflicting schedules.
Right.
That's what
we
I
do.
want to. I don't want to say what it is, but I want to say conflicting schedules, where it makes it a little bit tougher. And I want to know from your side, like, in a month, how many times is date night?
Oh, it's
And you know what? And let me preface this in a different way too. Let me preface by date night could just be at home, a home date.
right.
So go ahead.
So I think it's definitely tricky when you add a little human
100%
into the mix.
100%.
So
100%.
date nights, like,
Gotta love little people though. But go ahead.
right. It's like sometimes it's like the three of us,
Okay.
and so we might go to like one of a favorite restaurant,
Like
but
it.
oftentimes now it's at home because it's just too expensive
Yeah.
for the three of us. It's like $200.
Oh no, no, I can imagine.
Yeah.
But let me ask
So-
you this: when
Mhm.
you and the man get away, how would you like to play it out? Like, is it once a month for a weekend getaway? Is it twice? Is it once every other month? Me and Coy were saying once every other month for a weekend getaway. Like, say you got the little
that's
human
doable.
taken care of. Date night. Me and Coy said twice a month. And mind you, date night can be coffee in the morning. We're finding out date night could be ice cream in the afternoon. Just y'all spending a couple hours together.
Right. Yeah.
So-
Because I'm able to work from home
Yeah.
and our schedules conflict, it is more like if we have any date, it's like a morning date for
Yeah.
breakfast.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do that.
Yeah.
And then, I think like a staycation, next week we're going to go, I think, to the beach,
Shit's so
and
fire.
that'll be our staycation. And then
Yes.
the week after, because we're going to like Temecula next week.
Fire. Damn. Shit's on
Yeah.
fire too. No, 100%. You know, we always are. This is the thing. I feel like even as times get more expensive and whatnot, you realize like, damn, we'll be back for a couple. We'll be back in a couple hours.
Right.
Let's go get coffee real quick.
Yeah,
Those little things super matter in relationships.
they do. They really do,
The
because
coffee,
now
the
it
ice
just
cream together. Though.
yeah.
Yeah.
It just seems like the cheapest vacation will probably be out of the country, because clearly the United States doesn't want my money.
Right.
If they think I'm going to pay like $700 to go.
I'm not even
to
going to
a
lie
state.
to you. Almost to the fact that I would take alcohol in a Starbucks cup going through Target Friday night for grocery shopping. I mean, I think you
little
got to
something.
figure out,
Yeah,
the ways
you have to figure out what works for you.
and to
Mhm.
jazz it up. Like, damn, we got a couple hours, but we got to do grocery shopping. All right, fine. Let's get, 2 glasses of wine.
Right.
Y'all could laugh and vibe and people watch, and it's the same thing as you walking through an outdoor mall. Only this
Oh,
time
yeah.
there's a fee at the end type of thing,
Right.
But I like I said, I feel like sometimes you gotta think outside the box. Like, damn, I know
You do. You have to become creative.
Yeah, fuck, we gotta
You
go
definitely have
grocery
to be-
shopping. Okay.
Yeah.
And you know, he walked to you like, hey, take this. What the hell are you doing? Take this. Don't worry. Shut up. And you drinking, you like, oh shit. All right, well fuck it. You know, it's just
Right.
know, y'all just create a
Little
little
curveball.
vibe. Yeah, a little curveball. Make a little vibe out of it. Like,
Yeah.
but even funny thing, we just got off the phone with Jessica. She said, you know, sometimes they send the kids to the grandparents and they just stay at home. And it's just them two, and they vibe, they laugh, they just have a weekend together at the house, type of thing.
Yeah. That's what we're doing.
Yeah, and
For sure.
And they said,
I'm looking forward to it.
they said, like, look, like, you know, she said we smoke, we order food. She was like, a lot of people. She said a lot of people can't do nothing with their significant other, and that's hard for them. There always has to be something. But I guess, yeah, and I like that. The real test is, you know, can you do nothing with your somebody?
Oh yeah. Yeah. Because we're doing that the week after.
That's
Oh
exciting.
yeah. We look forward to that though. Laughing about nonsense.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? Highlight eating all kinds of junk that we went and we bought. Yeah. We have so much fun. And even like when for our anniversary, it's crazy, but we actually wished we would have stayed in versus where we went because the food.
Damn.
Yeah, he ended up getting food poisoning.
Damn.
So yeah,
Wow, man. Yeah. At that point, fuck. Let me just stay home and cook my own shit. At least I know it's gonna be cooked right.
yeah.
Coy got this dish where he told me fettuccine alfredo is cooked and it does not use milk. It's only cheese and
Cheese and butter.
Cheese and butter. My bad. I didn't want to see how I fucked that up. Cheese and butter. I could have just burnt the whole pasta if he wasn't around. But what I'm saying. But yeah, no. But do you see what I'm saying? It's just those little things. I feel
Matters
like
the most.
yeah, it's those dope things. I want to know. That's a good question. I'm gonna post that. Can you do nothing? Can you do nothing with your something? With your someone?
Yeah.
Can you do nothing with your someone?
What entails nothing though? Sitting around on your phone?
No phone, just chilling in the room
No
together.
phone.
Just vibing together, music playing, drinking. Like, damn, does the TV even have to be on? Like,
Yeah.
that's a
deep
vibe.
combo.
Yeah, deep combo. Can you put on a 90s rom-com and just fucking chill and
Enjoy
watch
the
The
day.
Wedding Singer?
Yep.
And
We've done that. We've played like a drinking game. That was really
it's
fun.
crazy.
That was really fun. Yeah.
Yeah, nah.
Needless to say, he has a really strong alcohol tolerance,
Yeah,
so
damn.
I lost.
Yeah,
But it was, I mean,
wasted.
you
Damn.
know, exactly. But it was a lot of fun. It's fun. Sometimes it's exactly what you need. You don't want to be in the midst of anything. You just want to be in the comforts of your own home and just lounge and
Relax.
have fun and relax
Yeah, no, I like that.
and just do nothing.
I like that. I like that a lot.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna let you go. I appreciate you, the moon and back. Am I seeing you this weekend?
You are.
All right, for sure.
All right.
see
You
you
guys
later.
have a great night.
Later.
Okay. Bye.
I didn't think about that. I didn't think about that doing nothing as a date. I mean, I guess because we're always such on the move and always on our phone.
Yeah.
Like, can you do nothing with that someone?
As long as both on the same page, and
Yeah.
like, you know, you might have one person in a relationship that's more of a go out type person.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
let's go do something, you know?
Yeah.
But if not, it doesn't need to be. And I feel like the older we get, the more I'm okay with just staying at home, you know? Yeah. I mean, sometimes you need it.
Yeah,
know?
you need to stay at home, recharge the batteries. Sometimes you need to go out, but like, yeah, nah, I 100% get it.
Would you do
Like,
the Target thing?
hell yeah, bro. I'm trying to
Steal
yeah.
something off the shelf and run out and see who gets to the car
I ain't
faster?
even try. No, because if she slipped, that you ain't
Hey,
never going.
whoever gets to the car is the getaway driver.
Oh my gosh! But if she slipped, nah. But
I don't
yeah,
know her.
I mean, my thing is like that. You don't think that'd be dope? Like, fuck, let's just go shop. Let's go get a
I
bottle
think
of wine.
surprises and fun
Yeah.
things are always welcome
Yeah.
to jazz things, spice things, try things.
This is gonna
you know?
be shitty. We're here at a soccer game at 8:00 in the morning. I hand her a cup and it's Kahlua and coffee. She's
Yeah.
like, oh, it's got a little bit of kick to
Just
it.
try it. Just try it, guys or girl.
Put a little Hennessy in that leaves. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Hit your morning. Be done by noon.
Hey man, hey, little Jameson in that venti latte. Like, I mean,
Starbucks cup.
Yeah, you
Hide
already
in plain sight.
Yeah, you already got to be there early morning for the game. Might as well jazz it up. Y'all there together,
5
laughing,
o'clock
going. Yeah, it's 5 o'clock somewhere. You know,
Yeah,
you're just there to watch your kids play. Your kids are going home with another parent for a sleepover.
There you go.
You're just there for support. You know. Yeah. All right. First and foremost, I want to thank everybody for listening. Whether you listen to it on Google Play, Radio, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, SoundCloud, or Pandora, or you downloaded that Men Don't Know podcast app. I can't thank y'all enough. Merch store is open as always, but hit me up on Instagram at Men Don't Know, Twitter at Men Don't Know 1. Shoot me an email, Chris at MenDon'tKnow.com, or hop on the MenDon'tKnow.com website and shoot me a message. We are out.
How many pictures are on Yelp? Pull up all these pictures and you're like, oh, that's the dessert you're eating? All right, Michelle. That's the candle? Okay, that's the same candle. I know where you're at. 45 minutes to an hour.
45 minutes to an hour? Wait, can you run that long? No offense.
That's how I got married, dog. You know, my first date, bro.
Was that what you did?
Yeah, my first date with her.
And look at
I think a guy's more comfortable being alone than a girl, but I mean, that's a whole
Really?
nother
You think
subject.
so?
I think